you do this to me? And that's
that's...
Please, let me explain.
Jason.
What is happening here, Hind?
My birthday party was supposed to be perfect. Friends, family, laughter. Everything lined up just the way I wanted. But somewhere in the middle of the celebration, the laughter shifted. It became sharp, cutting, and aimed at the one person who least deserved it, my husband. We all joined in, thinking it was harmless fun. But then he rose from his chair, calm expression, steady eyes, and walked toward the microphone. What came out of his mouth froze every smile in the room. The truth he revealed wasn't just about him. It was about me, about us, about everything I thought I had hidden. That night, my birthday stopped being a celebration. It became the night everything changed. I had been counting down the days, planning every detail. Turning 30 wasn't just another candle on the cake. It felt like a milestone. A house filled with friends, my closest family gathered around, balloons swaying in the corners, soft music filling the air. I wanted it to be unforgettable, proof that I was surrounded by love and admiration. My husband, Aaron, had never been the life of the party. He was quiet, reserved, the type who blended into the background while I thrived in the spotlight. I brushed off his silence as shyness, though sometimes it irritated me. I wished he could be more outgoing, more charming, the kind of partner who drew admiration. When the first guests arrived, I was glowing with excitement. Aaron greeted them politely but stayed busy in the kitchen, arranging food and pouring drinks. He drifted through the crowd like a shadow, making sure everyone was comfortable. To me, he was support, not centerpiece. That night, I wanted the attention on me. As the party picked up, stories flowed, glasses clinked, and laughter filled the air. Soon, the jokes turned toward Aaron. It began harmlessly. Someone commented on how quiet he was. Another teased that he looked more like the butler than the husband. I laughed too, brushing off the flicker of discomfort in Aaron's eyes. I told myself he'd understand. What I didn't realize was that each laugh chipped away at his dignity. Fueled by alcohol, the teasing escalated. Someone joked he was too boring to give a toast. Another claimed he probably couldn't dance. The crowd roared, feeding on itself. The spotlight I craved was now on him, but in the worst way. Aaron stood at the edge of the room, glass in hand, with a strained smile that masked something deeper. And still, I didn't stop it. A part of me felt embarrassed too. Embarrassed by his silence, embarrassed he couldn't defend himself. Instead of protecting him, I let the laughter continue. In that moment, I chose their approval over his dignity. It wasn't until someone called out, "Come on, Aaron, say something. Prove you're more than the background character tonight," that the room fell into a challenging hush. Every eye turned to him. I half expected him to shrink back. But instead, something changed. Aaron stepped forward, calm and deliberate. He walked to the microphone near the cake, where music had been playing softly all evening. Without hesitation, he lifted it, stood tall, and faced the room. The drunken giggles quieted. His voice wasn't loud, but it carried weight that silenced every whisper. "You've spent the night laughing at me," he began. "At my quietness, my silence, my role in this marriage. You call it boring. You call it weak. But do you know what silence really holds?" The air froze. My stomach twisted. He went on. "For years, I've watched my wife chase the spotlight, soaking up admiration, while treating me as though I'm invisible. I've been the one supporting her, making sure she shines, cleaning up her messes, literally and figuratively. I've done it all quietly, not because I'm weak, but because I believed love meant sacrifice." The room grew heavy. No one moved. "But tonight," he continued, scanning the crowd, "you've all laughed at me. And her," he pointed directly at me. "The woman who promised to protect me, to stand by me, she laughed the loudest." Gasps filled the air. My cheeks burned as every gaze turned toward me. "You want to know why I don't speak much?" he asked. "Because words are cheap. Anyone can fill a room with noise. But actions show who we truly are. And tonight I've realized the woman I married, the woman I thought valued me, doesn't see me at all." The silence was suffocating. I wanted to defend myself, but nothing came out. His pain was raw, undeniable, laid bare for everyone to witness. He set the microphone down. The click against the stand echoed louder than the laughter that had filled the room earlier. Without another word, he walked to the door and left. The party was over. No one spoke after he left. The music still hummed faintly, the candles flickered on the cake, but the laughter was gone. What replaced it was shame. Heavy, suffocating shame pressing down on me harder than anything I had ever felt. For days afterward, his words replayed in my mind. His silence had been his strength, and I had mistaken it for weakness. His support had been his love, and I had taken it for granted. When the moment came to stand by him, I had chosen to join the crowd instead. Betrayal doesn't always come from lies or cheating. Sometimes it comes from the person who should have protected you, but chose to laugh with everyone else. That night, I betrayed my husband. Not with another person, but with my silence and worse, my laughter. The truth is, words can cut deeper than knives. Betrayal doesn't always come with a dramatic scene. Sometimes it hides in a chuckle, a careless moment where you forget the person you vowed to love most. I don't know if Aaron will ever forgive me. I don't know if he should. But I do know this: I'll never again underestimate the power of silence or the pain of laughter aimed at the wrong person. So I ask you, if you had been in that room, would you have laughed too? Or would you have had the courage to stop it before it went too far? Because sometimes the most powerful truths are spoken only after the laughter fades.